I've been really lucky up until I arrived here. I was pretty much injury-free, and I never really considered myself injury-prone. I still don't. I remember training all summer, just counting the minutes to getting here. And I remember the first practice, I was blown away by the speed of everything, but I just loved it. Everything was so intense, people were going at it, flying around the field, and there was a wake-up call. It was like, all right, I gotta step up. We were in a drill, something I've done a million times. I was playing defense at about half speed, and I just went to cut to my right, and my left leg just folded. And it wasn't painful at all. It just felt like basically I didn't have a leg anymore. It just kind of felt like a wet noodle almost.
Brennan tore his ACL his freshman year. Initially, you've got to figure out exactly what's going on, how significant the injury is, if it's just ACL, if it's MCL, if it's meniscus, if there's other involvement. And his was an isolated ACL, which is good.
But I tried to take the attitude of, this is a hand you're dealt, now I have to deal with it, and this is something that I'll overcome.
And then you have surgery, and then it starts a 6-month timeline where you're kind of starting from healing the surgical scars, healing the wounds, making sure there's no infection, to working the range of motion back, working the strength back, and then eventually getting him into sport-specific activity.
In 2012, I'm about 9 months out. It's the middle of the summertime, and I brought my sister out, and we were playing in the lake down behind the dome. I caught what must have been a mound when I was going to catch a ball that one of my friends had thrown, and I ended up landing with my leg locked and ended up cracking the bottom of my tibia.
So he ended up having to have surgery, having the piece of bone that was fractured off, had it screwed back into place. And this took place, I believe, in July, with the season looming in August.
It was more a question of the timing. I'm looking at my recovery table, I'm looking at when preseason starts, and I'm saying this is gonna put me, not only did I miss last season, now I'm coming in mid-season to try to earn a spot back. I went through the spring feeling really good, essentially in what would have been a starting role. So I'm feeling great, my body feels good. We were down at Creighton in our first preseason game. You know, I was just enjoying every minute of it. I said I've been waiting this for 2 years, and now I'm in this starting group against one of the best teams in the country. You know, I'm flying around the field, I'm having a blast. And the ball got played behind everybody. So I first went to the goal, I turned back upfield, and I kind of planted on my left leg and reached across with my right leg to try to bring the ball down. And it almost felt like I just hyperextended my leg a little bit. So I got up, I kind of shook it off and was able to keep playing for the remainder of the first half, which was probably 10 minutes. Went back out for the second half, and I just remember every time I went to play defense, I'd go to step. I was playing left mid, I'd go to step on their right back, and every time I went to cut to my right, my leg would just fold, and I just kept falling over.
And he tore his ACL during a game at Creighton. A bit unlucky, and we kind of knew it was there right away. I think he spent about 10 minutes being upset, and then got the ball rolling on and getting back and getting better again.
I remember going up and saying, "How are you doing?" "Great, great." And he said, "I'm fine, I'm good." That most other guys had been really feeling sorry for themselves. And I'm sure Brendan was, but you never ever once got that impression from him. The way his reaction was always very, very positive.
Fighting Irish will for the first time they are the 2013 NCAA Men's College Soccer National Champions.
You know, I think the only thing that was hard about it was watching how much fun everyone was having, because I was having almost as much fun. But there's such a different feeling of being excited because you're a part of it, like a fan. You know, I basically felt like a little bit more than a fan.
I mean, one of the positives of the whole injury situation was that his junior year he just loaded up with classes.
I wanted to make sure all my options were open. So initially I was scheduled to graduate in 3.5 years. When I got hurt, when I hurt my knee for the second time, I was looking at now early September. I realized I was only supposed to take, 11 credits my senior fall, but the one-year MBA program, which I had had my eyes on, started in June, and that was the only time you could join. So I knew if I wanted to do that, I'd have to finish by May of my junior year. The one-year MBA program has been incredible. It was intense this summer. We went basically from 9 to 4 in class all day, and then worked most of the night.
He's got a great attitude. He's obviously got a good work ethic, and he's also a pretty smart kid as well.
This year has been incredible. Just to be back out on the field after almost 2 years has been amazing. It's been something that since the day I got here, I looked forward to being a part of. Since day one, my goal has been to be part of that starting lineup. I think the injuries that I've had do help to put things into perspective and have helped me really enjoy the ride. But I think setbacks help make you a man. And I think that I've grown up from a couple of those instances, and those times on the sideline have let me get to know myself and taught me a little bit more about perseverance.